could be a short show. It is Friday night. People could be busy. Right?
Yep.
I need hand lotion. I am a minute early. Hello, Renee. I hope you've had a good day. Hopefully you enjoyed the weather as well, since I'm not too sure where you are. Okay. Hello, Melissa. Okay, I'm actually had a good day. I got a nice little break, and now it's back to work and good to go. Okay. I know I could just pull the cards because I have them right here. I have the usual deck that I've been using, and I could pull cards, but I'm not sure how we're doing this tonight. Hello, Brandy, and hello, Kathy, or Casey. Okay, I'll let you guys choose. Do you want a card or just what comes in naturally? First person to answer is the way I'm going tonight. Card or just whatever I'm feeling? Wow, anticipation. Waiting for someone to answer. Naturally, thank you. Okay, so Renee, I'm feeling this change around you. Natural and card. And make up your mind, Renee. Hi, Rochelle. Okay, card it is. But we're going to start with the fact that I feel a change around you. The change can be balanced, Renee, but it can also move a little. And so in other words, you may start the change and then go in a different direction. And they're saying that you really do. See how he's holding up his arm to the left? So you really have to be sure what direction you want to go in, because this change is going to have a slight impact on your life. And you're going to have to make a judgment around it. Is this the kind of change you want, or is there some more movement around it that you could be doing? All right. Melissa, you have then the Knight of Swords, and this is movement, but this is pacing yourself. Think of a racehorse. You know, they sort of pace them to begin with to see where every horse is following and falling into place, and then they start to speed them up. So this is about pacing yourself, making sure you're doing things one at a time. You're not just rushing into everything, and you're taking your time and experimenting with the changes. These are good changes. Whereas Renee, you're going to have to really experiment and decide whether or not these are the changes for you, or are you doing them because someone else is wanting them done. So be on top of that. Brandy, hi, and happy Friday it is. I can hardly wait for this week to be over, and I only worked 4 days. So, Brandy, judgment. And this is you standing in judgment of self. You're making a judgment call about something, about the way you're looking, about the way you're feeling, about your environment. But don't be harsh. Take your time making the judgment call. You don't have to say, okay, I'm going on a diet today and no food tomorrow. Take your time, okay? Because you don't have to make that kind of drastic choice. And with this judgment, it also feels like it's definitely personal. It's a personal judgment that you're making of self. So please be kind. Casey, you have the Queen of Wands, and this is work. This is being balanced around work. This is an opportunity to sit in a position where you have people under you and you can control the issues around you. And this may be a change at work. So you may be looking at going into a new direction, a new location, but it is balanced. Okay, Brandy. Well, I'm doing both. Even though I'm showing the cards, I'm really pulling on what I hear. And for someone out there, there's a George who's passed over, and he says, you ever watched the Karate Kid movie? It's on, off. And that's what he's saying. So there may be something here that you have to, like, either you're washing a car, so it's how you wash the car, or you're drying, or it's how you, good choice here, how you're manipulating the person you want to do something. Okay, so that's from a George. And Rachel, I'm sort of leaning a little to you for that one, but it could apply to someone else, as we all know. And I also have a Margaret, but she's passed, and she's saying that I don't suppose there's a Kelly on here tonight, or someone here knows a Kelly, because she needs to put on dancing shoes. Okay, next is Melissa. Melissa, I already did you, but I have a gentleman around you. I don't know if you've lost a dad, husband, brother, uncle, but I have a gentleman around you who's saying that his heart is yours, that when your heart beats, so does he. And so I'm thinking that there's a lot of comfort going on around you. And I'm just going to say, be open to the messages that are coming towards you. And it could be like butterflies or wings that are the indicator of the message. Shar, not sure. And so if I give a name and you recognize the name, please let me know. And then, of course, put dead or alive with them so I know which way I'm going with the message. But Shar, I have the name of John Michael. And I don't know if they fit into you like brother, cousin sort of thing. One of them I feel might be dead. So John, Jake, Jack sort of sound. And what I'm feeling is that you've got a cupboard open and you're pulling the stuff out of the cupboard and you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, what do I want to get rid of? What do I want to keep? All right. And some of it you could give to maybe a family member. You do not have to give it away to perfect strangers unless you want to. Or you could go online and sell it and make a little money from it. And Rachel, then, okay, so someone here, if you know an Adam, again, preferably dead, but if he's alive, I'll take it. I'm hearing the name Adam. So Rachel, I'm sort of gearing it towards you. And I feel as though in for the penny, in for the pound. So to me, you're doing something where if you're going to do it, you got to go all the way. Now, this could be business because I always think in for the penny, in for the pound is all about business. And they're saying that as you do it, to be prepared to make the changes as you go. All right. And the other thing is, there's something about your hair you're changing. And I'm going to say, don't change it too much because it sort of looks really good right now. Okay. Jeanette. Now, Jeanette, again, I don't know if, it feels like a mom, grandma. I feel like I should have the pot of bread dough going, and that I should be rolling it out and making buns. I also want to say make dumplings. So if you ever cook and you'd like to make dumplings, this is about the time to do it. And they're also showing that there's some sort of stencil art, some sort of painting, something that's going on the wall. And you're really going to have to make sure it's level, because I swear every time you walk into the room, it's gone a little off center. And that could be someone doing it for you. So it could be a message from a mom, a dad, a grandma is what I feel like. And they're saying, even though you may feel off centered or kilt to one side, that it's going to be okay. Everything is falling into place the way it's meant to be. So be prepared. Okay. Hello, Kim. Happy Friday. Okay. So I know, if I remember correctly, you got a JG around you as well. And I think you mentioned the other time that your mom's not doing too well, mom or a lady around you. And they're saying that she's reaching for the finish line, but it's not time yet. Okay. There's still some discussion or something that needs to be done before she can cross. And I'm going to say you need to spend some time, learn some history, get some stories, because there's a lady, to me, she's reaching for the finish line, but it's not time yet. Now, I don't know who Barbara would be connected to you, Kim, but I feel like Barbara's talking to you, and someone by the name of Elizabeth. And one of them, when they tell the story, all I want to do is laugh. And the other one, it's like, jaw dropped, oh my God, eyes open. And so maybe it could be hilarious, but that one where you feel like you want your jaw to drop, please don't laugh until the person leaves. Okay. Hello, Kathy. Again, happy Friday. And nice little pause there. And Kathy, first of all, you need to check the right front tire of your vehicle because I hear a small leak. And second, something about your gas line isn't 100% right now. So I don't know if that you have fuel injectors and maybe the line needs to be bled. So that's going to be a mechanic. Or if it's a new enough car that you can take it to for warranty, I would definitely have a look. And then there's a little fire in the kitchen. Now, I'm hoping they're talking metaphorical fire. They're not saying that you're setting the house on fire, okay? And it could be that there's something you need to get done, but there's not enough time to do it in. And if that's the case, if you know tonight that it needs to be done tomorrow, start the prep now, okay? So that you're not sort of busting a gasket. Oh, maybe that's where the vehicle metaphor is coming from too, that you're not busting a gasket, Kathy, while you're trying to get it done. Okay. Oh, sorry. I missed the card, please. It's okay. I'm just going to tell you what I'm hearing. Brandy, you're welcome. And hello, Kathy. Kathy, tonight I'm going to talk to you about Mike. Okay. Because Mike and Ken, so I don't know how they fit in together with each other, but I am going to talk to you about him because I feel like he's sitting beside you. And my feeling is he's so proud that you have let him go, that you've allowed him to move on. Now he can move freely and not feel like he's stuck in one place. And he's saying that it's time to plant some flowers. So Kathy, I'm going to suggest that you get a rose bush. What is the ones I'm thinking of? They're gardenias and plant them. Okay, because planting flowers is really great because it allows all that growth around us. Okay, Kathy, other Kathy, you're welcome, or Casey, you're welcome. Ray, hello. Okay, you want a card. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to hold the card up, but you can look at it and everything. But what I'm hearing is new starts, new beginnings. I'm not actually looking at the card. And they're saying that sometimes we have to cut through shit to get to what we want. Or maybe that's bullshit we have to cut through. And we have to really rely that as we're paring away at the pineapple. Okay, as we pare away at the pineapple, we're just paring down to where we need to be. We've got all that brittle stuff off. We've got the outer layer off. And then when we bite into it, it's all that is the flavor. So whatever it is you're going to start, you need to pare it down till you've got just the perfect fit or taste for yourself. Okay, so it does seem to be important. Okay, Shar, Joey, is that, I'm going to take it, I want to say Joey's alive, but I could be wrong here. But what I feel is that you should dance like no one's watching and sing as the birds can hear you. And I don't care if you're off tune or not. It does seem to be important that you get up there and you make something of yourself. Okay, Melissa, I'm very glad. And yes, it could be your ex or your grandpa. All I know is that they're around you and they're trying to tell you that you've got all this love around you and it is strictly for comfort. Your late son. Okay, then I need you to know that he is watching you, Shar, all the time. He throws his arms around you. He lets the birds come to you. And if you're finding quarters or loonies, no, dimes or nickels, he says, it's going to be him. And what I really want you to do is put your arms out and act like you're hugging him or hug him close to your chest, because he is that close to you that he loves you so much. And really sorry. Okay, so I will put that out there. Really sorry. Rachel, you're welcome. Kim, you're welcome. Okay, great. Have them look at your car. That would be awesome. Ooh, Jessica, yay, you're meeting a gentleman. Yes, of course you should go. You know, public setting, you know that. But I think give it a shot. What's the worst can happen? He pays for your drink or you pay for your own. And you see, I think communication between two people, especially nowadays, and if I'm talking really fast, I'm sorry, but what it feels like is that by meeting him, it could open a whole new door and give you an idea exactly to how to fine tune what you are looking for. And I just feel so excited for you. I got goosebumps. I'm wondering if he has a dog, because if he does, the dog might sell you. Okay, Ray, you're welcome. And Shar, he is around you. Trust me. All around you. And there you go. You got your proof. The quarters and loonies, those are all him. And that's what I want to do for him, because he loves you so much. Okay, Ray, makes so much sense. About to start my spiritual business. Is taking so much growth and letting go. Doing a spiritual business is a tough call, because you can have really good months and you can have really bad months. And if you're living off the proceeds and it's part of your income, it's tough. I will be the first person to say to you, like, make sure you budget, make sure you put money aside, and most of all, make sure you believe in what you do, because it's the heart of who you are. I love this. This is my favorite job, career choice, you name it. This is all about what's inside of me and what spirit can bring to the table and share with all of you. And without them, I'd be screwed. Okay. The idea of going away from this business, and trust me, I have threatened many a times to quit. I've had enough, given it up. I last for maybe a week or two, and then all of a sudden I'm back to what I'm doing. And it really is important that if you're going to follow a spiritual path, it has to come from the essence of who you are, because that essence is reflected on the outside. Even when I have a bad day, I can find something gorgeous about my spiritual belief that brings me forward. Okay, granted, I do have my little sayings to make me feel better, but I don't want to give this up for anyone. Maybe that's why I'm single. Too many guys want you to put it to the side because it scares them. I think this is the best thing that ever happened to me next to my daughter. She was first, then this. Okay. Oh, I know you'll do well, Ray. You trust in yourself. That's the most important thing. Oh, Melissa, what about the guy that I befriended? Like, do you mean a date kind of guy, Melissa? Because, you know, as a friend, but if he's going to be a romantic interest, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you're going to stay in a romantic interest. If you're with someone right now, it feels more like it should be a friendship, a growth pattern, and that it should take time. And but the communication skills, and that's important to me in a relationship, having the communication skills is extremely important. Well, Ray, if there's one thing I can say about this, I love it. I'm actually going to try to put together a live, through the internet, live show where you all have to come on. It will be a paid event. And I'm aiming for July because July makes my first year doing this online. And I want to be able to do what I'm doing now, but actually see your faces, because I get more when I actually see the person. So you can keep your eyes open. It's not going to be expensive, and I'm not going to overcrowd it because I want everyone to experience it. And it will be posted on Facebook as well as my website once I get everything up and going. Hello, Kayla. Great. So watch for it, Ray, and let other people know when you see it, because like I said, it's not going to be expensive. I'm going to try to hit everyone, so everyone gets a message. And anyone who's ever seen me in person knows what I'm like. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of tears. I try not to cry, but sometimes when spirit comes through, I have no choice. I'm crying right along with them. Okay, Kayla, just 1 second. Kayla, right now, for the rest of this month, what I feel is you need to really balance. Now, I don't necessarily feel that's about a budget, but it could be about money, because I am seeing coins around you. And I feel like you need to pull or rein in the amount of spending you're doing. But I also feel like the balance has to do with what you're doing in life. Like, have a happy work, play balance, not to overdo it. And I don't know I wanted to say Sally, but I sort of felt I should take it away because Sally may belong to someone else. So if anyone recognizes the name Sally, and she could be dead or alive, just let me know, and let me know which way she goes. And but I have the name Jim or James. And to me, he should be a friend, Kayla. He should be someone that you could have a conversation with and never have to worry about whether you're getting hit on. Okay. And so if he does become a friend, I would definitely tell you, best way to start a relationship is to begin as friends. Okay. Small steps. Jessica, back to you on that one. If this guy turns out to be anything like you're hoping for, and by the way, there's a work change for you too, where you are going to either look at something like a promotion or moving into a lateral field, Jessica, where you, but it makes a little bit more money. Okay. But Jessica, if it turns out you like this guy, take it slow. Okay, you've jumped into too many relationships. Yeah, relationship too fast. And so this time, Jessica, take it slow. Okay, whoever you decide to end up with, take it slow. Okay, I'm going to wait a few minutes and see if anyone else comes on. But I'm going to share an experience. This is way before I decided that I was intuitive and that I was even going to listen to it. In actual fact, it dates back to when I was married. Okay, just a minute. Your neighbor is Sally. Would you please ask Sally to be careful if she drives backing up? Okay, because if I'm afraid she's hitting something or someone. So could you please ask her? And I have a gentleman here who is connected to her, like maybe a father, a gang brother. It's the male side of the family who just wants her to know, love you. Okay. Hi, Erica. I hope you are doing fine. And Erica, there is, and I will get back to that story in a minute. Okay. Erica, this is about believing in yourself. Like we all put on a face, whether it's makeup or just the way we act towards people. And we try to project what those people want to see, what they expect of us. But the truth is, you should really be projecting what you see of yourself. And don't allow anyone to ever run you down, okay? Because to me, you're a very amazing woman, and you have so many hidden talents that when they actually wake up, it's going to be like, whoa, what took so long? But sometimes timing is everything. Okay, timing is God's laugh on the world. And so what I'm thinking is that there's still some time for you to grow in and for your gifts, your abilities, your talent to awaken. And that when it does, embrace it. Don't be afraid to stand on top of a fence and crow. Okay, because who else is going to do it for you? Okay, so back to the little story. So this is when I was married, before my daughter was even conceived, or during the trial. It might have been, no, it was only a couple of years after married. And my granny, who is the love of my life, next to my daughter, she went into a nursing home. And I got a call in the middle of the night saying that we need to go see her. But I'm sorry, I got a little ahead of myself. During the evening, my husband at the time worked graveyard, so he's at work, I'm in bed, and I'm sound asleep. And I'm dreaming of my granny. And when I was a little girl, she would chase me around the house. Okay, this is fixed, but she used to get these little pots from Avon that were lavender cream perfume. And she'd chase me around the house with this stuff, and she'd rub it all over me, and I'd scream like crazy. And then at night, when I slept with her, I'd put my cold feet on her back, and she'd get even the next day. So it was like a game for us. And I'm having this dream, and all of a sudden, she touched me in my sleep. She put her hand on my face and called my name, and I woke up just screaming. And then not even 10 minutes later, so it's about 4 o'clock in the morning, 10 minutes later, the phone rings. It's my cousin. Our granny was going to go into surgery because her arm went gangrene. And so my cousin came and got me. We headed up there. By the time we got up there, her arm improved. Like, they didn't have to cut it off. And I got to see her and everything. And I got to go see my aunt. Now, my sister-in-law was with me, and I introduced my sister-in-law to my other cousin, Jimmy. And they're married, 30 years plus. And my aunt, who did playing cards, decided to do me a reading. And she's laying the cards, and I remember sitting across from this bank of eye-level ovens. And I asked my aunt, I said, so who's all the people behind me? And she looked behind me and she went, they're your guides. At this point, I didn't believe her. And then there were these 2 blobs. They looked like fat jellyfish coming towards me. And they hit me center chest, went through me, and my aunt had to bring me back. But it was the first time that I experienced spirit, like, since I was a little girl, because I had blocked it off. So you can see spirit in all shapes and forms. And honestly, it wasn't much longer after that I started playing with tarot cards and stuff. And I used to do teacup readings and teacups, bones, coffee grounds. And then I progressed to these. And then from there, just all spirit. Okay, so that's one of my stories. Okay, Heidi, hi. Thank you. Your grandma read teacups. Teacups are amazing things to read because every time you look at it, there's something different. And you really have to understand it. It's more the feel when, I can't do that with that, but it's the feel of the teacup. What the energy you're picking up when you look at it, it's the fact the person's held the teacup, their energy's in it, and then the pictures. And there's some books out there that can show you things about what the pictures and the tea leaves mean, but sometimes they mean something totally opposite. And experiencing spirit isn't a bad thing, but you sure had to be up to it. Yes. You turn it around 3 times anti-clockwise. Well, that's probably a little of her doing the talking. I would think that you should be able to read them too. Okay, Heidi, you should probably be able to read the teacups as well. And they're pretty easy to read if you wanted to do it. And Heidi, there is some sort of spiritual growth that you're about to go through. So please be open. Keep a little, my favorite little book beside me, and keep your notes in it. Because the more you keep notes, the more as you open, you can see where the changes are happening. All right. I am going to keep this to the half-hour mark tonight. I probably will be on either tomorrow night or Sunday night for half an hour as well. So if you'd like to come on, I like the 6:30. Oh, hello, Heather. I was about to leave. Okay, Heather. So damned if you do and damned if you don't sort of thing. Okay, you feel like you're tied to something, but you're not tied as close to it as you think you are. Be open to shed the chains that you believe hold you captive, because there's a whole new world coming towards you. So be open for change, but also be open for happiness, celebration, and I hear birth around you. So that could be someone that you're close to, or someone in the family that may be giving birth. Okay, I will give it a few more minutes. Does anyone have a Michael who's passed besides me? I've got two. Does anyone have a Michael? And if you do, he has to be dead. Besides Kathy, Kathy, this isn't to do with you. If you do, could you please put it down there? Oh, then you better jump in. That's right. Mr. Khan. Well, I know that you've put paper of interest in on a place. But what I feel is that, yeah, you've got some exciting news coming towards you. Now, I'm going towards the end of May, possibly June for the excitement. But I feel like it's like, what do you mean? Type of excitement, but it's good excitement. Okay, it's happy excitement. And they're saying that you really need to start trusting your instincts, being open more to the crowd of voices. And when I say that, I'm talking about spirit, the crowd of voices around you. Like, I don't know if your dad's passed, but your dad, your grandfather, your great grandfather, those are the people that they're talking about. Okay, be open, because they're working with you. They're not working against you. So your dad's alive. So this has to go farther, okay? But there's spirit working with you. So be open to it, okay? Because they're really trying hard to make it happen. Okay, Ilya, hi, honey. They being my guides, are saying that there is some sort of flower, a representation of a flower coming towards you. I want to say rose, but it could be a lily. And they're saying to be open to it. This makes me think of a relationship. And Michael, and this is who it's coming from, Michael. Okay, I figured that's who you met. And he wants you to know that he's pouring an awful lot of love out to you. And you need to really believe in who you are. Because the more you open up to that universal love, the better life becomes for you. Now, he's also mentioning, okay, this is what he's showing me. Okay, which means you might be moving, and it gave me total goosebumps. So either you're moving towards someone or someone's moving towards you, but there's something coming towards you, but it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay, I don't feel, oh my God, I feel, oh, damn, hot damn, almost. So just be open. Okay, the more you do, the happier you're going to get. And I feel like I'm sort of shedding layers. As though, how do I want to put this? I'm not shedding layers of tears, but I'm shedding layers. Yes, John can be your great grandfather. All I know is I hear the name, so I mean, it can go back. Sure. So yes, it can be your great grandfather. And I would say that he spends a lot of time around you. Okay. I see, this is my favorite part. I mean, I like the cards because they're pretty and they have interesting stories to go with them when I look at them. But what I like is this. This is my fun. So everyone, thank you so much for coming on. I really cannot express how thankful I am that you're willing to share your time with me. And like I said, I'm probably going to come on Saturday night for at least half an hour, or even Sunday. I don't know yet which one. So have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much. And may joy, love, peace, and happiness find all of you in mysterious ways. Blessed be, everyone.